Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. So today I just want to get into a few things. Like yesterday, Bitcoin absolutely sent it and we went towards all-time highs, but we haven't managed to get there yesterday. And I want to talk about this and I want to talk about XRP towards the end of the video. But I want to talk about Bitcoin to start with because just think people are getting overly bullish at the top of a range and nothing has yet changed apart from a few key things like open interest is at literally all-time highs. Look below the bottom of my screen right here. I'll take us onto the 4-hourly time frame. Look at this open interest at the bottom of our screen. Actually, let me just get one thing clear. I am not a bear, nor do I want the price to not go up. Like, I want the price to go up. I'm 95% spot and I've got a shitload invested with clients, eye-watering amounts of capital, because I wanted to be in a position where even if I am wrong with my short-term thesis, I'm going to be positioned well for when we go up. If we come down, then I'm fine because we're holding spot and we can hold through volatility. I think at some point we're going to explode and we're going to go a lot higher than most people think. But in the short term, I don't think we're quite ready. I could be wrong because what can happen is you get to these areas, you get a little catalyst, you push above, you see short squeezes, takes you much higher. Is what I was saying like yesterday. One of my options that I wanted was something like this to happen. If we were going to be bullish, I want to take this liquidity on the daily time frame, come back down, retest the top of this previous range of support, and then push on higher. If we are likely to still pull back potentially. So it's all in the air right now, but getting max bullish right here, range highs, is a dangerous game to play. The 4-hour RSI looks like it could roll over. It's been at its highest level since literally last time. Well, we had a bit of a bearish divergence that I talked about here, and then it rolled over. The open interest is literally at all-time highs, higher than we were at previous highs. And if you literally look from previous highs to where open interest bottomed out on this previous cycle, over a period of like a few months, we actually took a 32% drawdown. Last time open interest touched this exact level, we actually saw like a 29% pullback in the space of like a week or so. So like the maths are there, the stats are there. Believe it, not believe it, I don't really give a shit. Like I'm not here to do anything more than tell you what the charts say, and then I make my opinion off that. I think that macro looks fucking fantastic. If you read Arthur Hayes' article that came out yesterday, it adds more fuel to the macro fire. Monetary policy loosening around the world. Please go and check out my recent interview with Tony. All the macro is pinned at the top of my Twitter. We break down all the macro leading up to and after the election. We talk about commodities, equities, crypto. So that gives you my more long-term thesis. I think we're going to go into a full-blown bull run, higher than most people expect, but I still cannot say how high like open interest is and the way that people are acting at the top of a range. So let's get into a few things. By the way, this is crypto article. I think it's called like Go Bitcoin Go or something like that. Let's Go Bitcoin. Go and give that a read. So what am I cautious of? One thing that's pretty clear is like I give my opinion and people getting quite aggressive in the comments or like gloaty, and we haven't broke all-time highs. Another like sentiment gauge that I've seen in the past. What was I reporting on yesterday? Basically what I've just talked about there, liquidity in the short term. This is the hourly. Look, we've taken all the liquidity to the upside essentially. We've got a tiny bit more that could take us up to 45k, which would probably be an all-time high. Let me just quickly check. Would 45k be an all-time high? Yes. I think we literally may have wicked all-time highs actually. I didn't realize we got that close, to be honest with you. Oh, we didn't quite wick it, but we got really close. Oh, hiccups for some reason. But look at all the liquidity below us. This is one of the things I've been talking about. You guys know that like price moves into areas of liquidity 80% of the time. We've came up, we've stuck through this liquidity. This what I'm saying is like on the daily time frame, there is more liquidity above us. So we could get this like short squeeze, like a catalyst into a short squeeze that could break us out of this range. That would be great. That's why I'm positioned in spot in case we get tricked out of like the short term range in price action, which is possible, and that would be nice. But whether we do or not, I don't know. It's not my base case because statistically that's not what often happens. So going back to the hourly, all the liquidity is essentially below us. Down here, look, we've sucked all the liquidity above us. Everything else is basically below. If we start to lose levels like this, for example, this is quite an aggressive move to the upside. We have slowed down out of this move. Will we start to come and test these recent lows? And then if we do lose that, it will probably cascade to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. That's how these things work, especially when leverage is this high in the system. That's what I'm looking at /for. And then I was looking at more news about Bitcoin. It's like the big news is $115 million worth of Bitcoin shorts were liquidated in the last 24 hours. So that shows you why the move's going. So there was some spot buying supporting this crypto move. Let me show you. Some spot buying did come through, but not a large amount. I said it's probably people covering shorts or people getting stopped for having to buy some Bitcoin. Let's have a look. But again, on Velo, what you can see are a few things, guys. One is that, again, open interest is the highest it's like literally ever been. Last time we saw open interest even lower than this, we had that 30% flush down. The other thing is how high funding is. This means mainly people are in long positions. Last time funding was this high, was literally there, which was this. It was literally the peak here. And then before that was like the very top. So we're even higher in funding than we have been before, since like at 71K, and then we had like a prolonged pullback. We're at that level now. Yes, there is some spot buying behind it. We're higher in open interest. It's like, it's really hard because no part of me wants to be coming on here and saying this. And everyone like shouts at me in the comments like I'm fucking trying to make the market go down when I'm clearly fucking not. Like all my money is in XRP basically. You guys know this if you follow my channel. For one reason or another, and we can argue about why not, whether I'm an idiot, whether I'm right, whether I will be in the future. That's all time will tell that, but that is where I position my personal bags, pretty much all in XRP. And in terms of other bags, I've got a selection of altcoins with clients, and we've got some heavy positions in those. I want the market to go up. I've got like a few grand in cash that I trade with. Why would I not want the market to go up? Like, people think, and like they like gloat and laugh like as if I'm hurt if the market goes up. Like if it goes up, I'm fucking so nice. Like what do you think I've been doing for the last 4 years? I've been buying spot, like I've been saying. It's crazy that people think that I don't think like that. I'm just showing you what the charts say, literally. Anyway, we're going to continue. I don't know if I've got too much more than that to say. I was going to touch on XRP in a second, but yeah, fear and greed index is in greed. You guys that like something isn't quite right. I'm still obviously massively into XRP memes. They're slowing down a little bit at the minute. I think everyone's sort of like looking to break out what's going to happen next. And they're waiting for some sort of catalyst in XRP memes. I've spoken to the First Ledger guys. They need to get on with marketing more, to be absolutely honest with you, but they haven't really got back to me enough. And so kind of like, they've just pissed me off a little bit, if I'm being completely frank. So I've tried to help them. I've tried to be passionate. I've tried to help them more than they're helping themselves, but they obviously are very busy, so I'm not going to say anything too bad against them, of course. They've got a lot going on. They've done pretty well so far, but it will fizzle out if they don't continue with marketing, in my opinion. So looking at the hourlies, what I was saying, there is some spot buying. Open interest is high. Everything pretty much. One thing. This is what I think will happen with Bitcoin when we break out of this range. I think we have an aggressive move to the upside. I'm calling for anything like that. So this is how I can show you that I'm a bull. And we've got the monthly close tomorrow. So if we close at this level that we're at now, it'll actually be the highest ever monthly close for Bitcoin. Another reason why I'm pleading caution, because nothing's confirmed yet, and until something's confirmed, we can't make any particular decision. And then let's just look at XRP. XRP has essentially just been ranging and is still doing the same thing. We're kind of like trapped in this range, but open interest is pretty low on XRP. So I actually feel like XRP has completed whatever Bitcoin's going to do next. But the issue is if Bitcoin does start to drop, XRP will probably pull back with it. So just keep that in mind. If let's quickly check on XRP against Bitcoin. XRP Bitcoin is literally at one of the lowest points it's been in terms of price action. We're forming a bullish divergence here on the RSI on the daily. Let me just get rid of open interest for now. That's probably going to flip my charts up for the future. But get rid of open interest. You see we're putting in a higher low potentially on the RSI, whilst a lower low in price action. That's a bullish divergence right at the lows, as the RSI is literally one of its lowest times ever. This is where we normally see a bounce. Let's keep our eyes on XRP Bitcoin. It's definitely something to be watching out for here, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have I missed anything here specifically? Oh yeah, Max Kaiser talking about 74k Bitcoin expected to gap up to 100k as soon as we get above 74k because there's no Bitcoin supply there. Like, this is the sort of posting you're seeing, and we're not even at the top of the range. So I'm going to leave you with all that information, guys. Let me know what you do think in the comments. I could be wrong. Do you think I'm wrong? What do you think happens next? How are you positioned? If you did enjoy the video, please do subscribe and give me a follow. And share it with a friend. That'd be very helpful. Thank you. Peace up. 8 Town Down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.